Hello, cooperating teachers. Welcome to Liberty University. My name is Maria Spalding. I'm the coordinator of student teaching, and I'm here to provide you with an overview of your role as cooperating teacher this semester. First and foremost, I want to thank you for your willingness to serve as a cooperating teacher. We sincerely appreciate all of the support and the mentoring that you are going to provide to our candidate this year. I'm sure there was a mentor in your life that had a lasting impact, and this is your opportunity to make a difference in the life of a future teacher. Liberty University is a Christian liberal arts university, and our mission is to produce Christ-centered men and women with values, knowledge, and skills required to impact the world. So therefore, we prepare educators to teach in both Christian and public school settings. The School of Education's conceptual framework is based off of three main ideas. First, our teacher candidate should know Christian values, have curriculum and content knowledge that they can implement in the classroom. We at Liberty believe that teaching is a calling. We also believe that our students should practice personal integrity, and they should also have sensitivity to the needs of every single student in your classroom. Derived from our conceptual framework, we have 5 dispositions that all of our student teachers should represent. They fall under the term SCRIP. First, we have social responsibility, also commitment, reflective practice, integrity, and professionalism. If you notice any problems in one of these areas, please immediately contact the university supervisor so that we can better support our candidate with you. Our local student teachers will be providing you with a copy of our student teaching handbook. This handbook is comprised of all important forms and templates needed during the student teaching placement. There is also a copy available online at the web address included on this slide. There are many responsibilities included in the cooperating teacher role. We encourage you to share all of your knowledge and skills and any important information with your student teacher from day one. The candidate will be observing you, and you will also be observing the candidate. So please provide as much feedback as possible. They will also be watching you teach, so you can provide a demonstration of skills needed before they take over subject matter. Please also familiarize the candidate with your school, the culture, the procedures, any policies, for example, the fire drill policy, which they would need to know when they are in charge of the classroom. We'll also be maintaining contact with you from the university level through the university supervisor, which I'll talk a little bit more about in a future slide. One of the main responsibilities is also to complete 2 live text assessments. These are performance assessments that will be completed at the midpoint and the end point of the placement. I have also created a separate presentation on those assessments that can further assist you. Your student teacher might ask you to write a letter of reference or recommendation also at the end of their time with you. Our philosophy at Liberty represents a co-teaching model. So therefore, we encourage you to share in the delivery of instruction with your student teacher. I love walking into a classroom and seeing a cooperating teacher and student teacher working together in perfect harmony with a group of students. So from the very beginning of the day to the very end of the day, we expect your student teacher to be interacting with the students. He or she should not be sitting at a desk working on lesson plans or any other assignments. They should be involved in the teaching process. Co-teaching always works best when expectations are clear, so we encourage you to give clear instructions to your student teacher. For example, if you plan to meet every morning at 7:30 or 7:45, but teachers are required to show up at 8 o'clock, just make it very clear that you expect to have a meeting every morning, or any other expectations that you might have. The more details and instruction you give them at the beginning will help the candidate become more self-directed by the end of the placement. Lesson planning is always a hot topic when we get together with our student teachers. Student teacher candidates are required to use Liberty University's template for both detailed and block plans. All lesson plans must be approved by the cooperating teacher every week, so we encourage them to be signed or initialed the Friday prior to the week in which they will be taught. They are expected to create a lesson plan for every class and every subject that they will be covering for you. We begin every subject with a minimum of 5 detailed lesson plans. If they have done a great job on the detailed plans and you and the university supervisor are in agreement, the candidate can then move on to block planning in that particular subject. The university supervisor will be there to support you throughout the duration of the placement. Their role includes weekly communication, sometimes via email, school visits, or phone calls if needed. There will be an initial observation, followed by some formal observations, and the supervisor will also be meeting with the candidates bi-weekly. The supervisor provides feedback, grades assignments, and is there to support you as a cooperating teacher. It is very important for me to note that we expect our student teachers to be punctual and to have perfect attendance during their placement. They are required to go to all faculty meetings, parent-teacher conferences, IEP meetings, any professional development events that you are required to attend. Most importantly, please remember to reach out to the candidate's university supervisor if he or she is missing school or demonstrating any other concerning behaviors. In closing, I would just like to sincerely thank you for your willingness to serve as a mentor this semester. We are always here to support you, and we are forever grateful for your dedication to education and to the next generation of teachers.